BSSS Rhythm, the international online radio से मैं हूँ आरजे फरजीन and I welcome you to another episode of the Radio Rhythm podcast जहाँ हम आपके लिए लेकर आते हैं कई सारी inspiring personalities और उनसे जुड़ी हुई कई सारी interesting कहानियाँ भी. So, with the hope that all of you are as fit as a fiddle, let's dive into our today's podcast. You know, in English there's a saying, the jack of all trades is the master of none. But today we have somebody with us who has beautifully proved this otherwise. Well, we can say that she's actually master of many. I'm referring to somebody who's not just an educator, a motivational speaker, but also an entrepreneur along with it. Without any further ado, let me introduce to you all Dr. Misha Parnami. Welcome to the BSSS Rhythm, ma'am. We're thrilled to have you.
Thank you so much, Farzeen. It's an amazing feeling to be at the campus here. Thank you so much.
How are you feeling being here at the Rhythm
studio?
I'm
loving it. Absolutely. The campus is beautiful. I entered and I was like lush green. Students are here and there. The campus is beautiful, I must say. I must appreciate it.
Lovely, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, ma'am, I was going through your portfolio and I must say that you have a very strong portfolio. So, first of all, kudos to you for that.
Thank you so much.
And मैंने एक चीज़ नोटिस की कि मुझे आपकी जो एकेडमिक जर्नी है वो काफ़ी दिलचस्प लगी. आई मस्ट से यू हैव अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एकेडमिक जर्नी बिकॉज यू होल्ड अ PhD in English literature as well as a dual MA in English as well as psychology both.
Yes.
Now, I'm curious about one thing, and that is now psychology and English, like both of these subjects are poles apart. My question is, what initially drew you towards English and psychology? I mean, did the former influence the latter or vice versa?
Okay, so first we'll talk about English literature, that what drew me towards it. So I was always interested in stories, narratives and everything, and you know, the most important thing is how literature literature is a mirror to the society. For example, in any era you read about, whether you read partition literature, colonialism, modernism, postmodernism, you read any era in English literature, the society is reflected through the writings of the writers, okay? So these stories, these narrations used to really interest me. So I was drawn towards these stories and these characters, the emotional depth in the stories. So that used to really interest me. So that was one thing which drew me towards English literature. And psychology, I've always been a people's person. So I've always loved people and humans in general. So it was always like that. I was very much interested to know what goes in the mind, what goes in the behavior, and how, you know, why certain people behave in a certain way. That's very interesting. So these two together really helped my personal journey as well as my education. So that was really interesting, like a combination I always wanted to do.
Okay, that is wonderful. So there was no influence over one or the other?
No, not really. But you know, I feel that, see, literature gives you stories, but psychology gives you tools to understand that. So the characters in literature, these tools help you to know these characters better. So they together are a very good combination as subjects.
Okay, that is wonderful. And as I already mentioned that ma'am is also an entrepreneur. Ma'am, my question is, now you are from a completely different background. You're a literature person, and you know, it takes a lot of courage to actually change a field like this. You know, just building up a business, establishing your own business takes a lot of courage, and especially if you're from a completely different field. So my question is, how exactly did you make this idea come to life, or inspired you, and how was your journey, and what were the challenges involved in it?
Okay, so I'll just start with how the idea was born. Okay, so I have a puja store. It's named Devgrah. Okay. And the reason why I opened such a store was, see, whenever you go to the market to buy clothes, you go in very nice branded shops, or you know, very good showrooms you go to. If you want to buy shoes, you go to very good showrooms. So always since my childhood, I had always seen that these puja stores were very small, okay, very narrow shops, very small. And you know, the treatment in the shops was also not up to the mark, and the materials and the products was also not up to the mark. So the idea was born from there, that if you can go to a showroom to buy your clothes, why can't you go to a showroom to buy clothes for your idols? Why not?
Correct.
So that was how the idea was born. And my concept, the store also is like that, where you have different products displayed in a very beautiful manner, like a showroom, and you get all the facilities of a showroom. You have the very nice vibes and very good aura in the showroom. So that is how I created this store. and this was the basic idea. Very small idea, but a big impact, I must say. And challenges, of course. Since we are in Bhopal and we know how the mentality of people is here. Now the basic challenge, the most important challenge which I faced was that people here are not into the zone where you enter a showroom and it is for puja. That really shocks people. That because all through their lives the conditioning was that they were okay in going to a small shop and getting their puja stuff. Now when such a store comes all of a sudden in the Bhopal market, people are shocked. People are like, how do we pay for a 20 rupee thing, how we pay 50 rupees. Okay, so that mentality, that mindset was really challenging, and to make them understand that how my quality products are different from the other market stores.
So they assume that you were overcharging.
Yes, they assume that I'm overcharging, but they don't understand one basic thing, that the maintenance of the store is also one cost which is involved in a huge manner. So the basic thing is, you go to DB Mall, you go to any, suppose West Side or whatever store you go to, you don't ask them that why you are charging me this amount.
Yeah.
But if I'm at my
dares
store,
to bargain. God forbid if they bargain.
Exactly. And if I am at my store, some person will come and they'll say, oh, अरे 20 का है यार, please 10 का लगा लो ना. So ये जो मोल भाव, this was the problem with the people, and to make them understand was a big challenge. But now, by God's grace, it's been 3 years, and I have very good loyal customers with me, and they have really helped me grow. So they have really understood the concept now. So I'm really getting a good feedback. Yeah.
That's a really beautiful vision.
Thank you.
And there's one thing I forgot to mention about ma'am, that she regularly takes wellness sessions as well, and she has done it previously in many prestigious institutions before too. So ma'am, I know that considering the current circumstances, the current situation, especially the current generation, I mean, I think we are very mental health conscious. We prioritize our mental health the most. So I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And I know आप personally अगर sessions ले रही हैं, so you interact with people on the ground level.
Of course.
So of course you must be knowing what kind of hurdles they are facing in their journey of personal growth. So my question is, what are those hurdles, and how do you recommend them कि वो किस तरह उसको face कर सकते हैं?
Okay. So there was one session which I had recently taken. So I had gone to Mukteshwar, if you know. So Nainital. Okay, so there was a session which I had taken with the weavers and knitters, the woolen sweaters and scarves. They weave and knit. So all women, they were all women. Okay, and it was a 2-hour workshop. And when I sat with them, basically the root problem, the root cause is that the challenges which women face, going out of the house is a big problem. And वो कहते हैं ना, दहलीज लांग के बाहर एक औरत को निकलने की जो कठिनाइयाँ होती हैं. So when they shared their journeys with me, it was really heartbreaking. We in cities, it's very easy for us to just go out of the house, drive a car, go to any place, any random place you can go to, being a girl. But with them it was very difficult. And they had to face the challenges from their own husbands, from their own family members, from the society in general. These women did not even know how to go to banks, how to do the finances. They had never taken money in their accounts. I mean, imagine, that was the condition.
Patriarchy always stabs you in the back.
Exactly. Yeah, and that is the sad part. So when I spoke to them for 2 hours, I was really broken that day. Because of these challenges, they have no idea how they could, वो कहते हैं ना, कंधे से कंधा मिला के कैसे समाज में चलेंगे, उनका उसको idea नहीं था. But I tried to motivate them as much as I can. I told them to learn new skills, and I told them one thing, that age is not age is just a number. It's not a challenge. Correct. So even if you are at the age of 60, you should not think that you are old. You should think that you still have time to learn new skills.
It's the mindset.
Exactly.
It lies in the mindset.
Exactly. So that confidence and then self-esteem and these things, these are little tips and tricks I told them, that how they can boost themselves up every day. Yeah.
That's lovely. So ma'am, there's one thing I know, that a blind cannot lead the blind. अगर आप positivity फैलाते हो तो you have to be positive too. So my question is, you're a motivational speaker, so आपको खुद भी motivated रहना पड़ता ही होगा obviously. So how do you manage to do that?
Okay, lovely question I must say.
Thank you.
क्योंकि मोटिवेट किसी और को करना बहुत ईजी है, बट खुद
खुद
को
रहना
मोटिवेट
is
करना
the
इज
ultimate
द
task.
मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट थिंग, आई मस्ट टेल यू. एंड यू नो डीप डाउन यू आर शेकन समटाइम्स, ऑफ कोर्स. आप
We
इतनी
can be.
चीज़ें सुनते हो, यू नो कमिंग फ्रॉम काउंसलिंग बैकग्राउंड, आप इतनी चीज़ें सुनते हो, आप शेक हो जाते हो, ऑब्वियस सी बात है.
And it's normal
And
too.
it's completely normal. Eventually I am also a human being, I will also
course.
face whatever the other person is facing, okay? But what I try to do is I do journaling a bit, so that you know I'm connected with myself. That is the most important thing I
You're
feel.
able to organize your thoughts.
Exactly. So that is the most important thing I feel, that I do little journaling, then I give time to myself, I talk to myself. That is how I lift myself up. And you know 24/7 आप motivated नहीं रह सकते हो, it's practically not possible. आपके ups and downs आएंगे ही आएंगे, highs and lows होंगे ही होंगे. सो आप 24 घंटे अगर ये एक्सपेक्ट करो कि मैं मोटिवेटेड रहूं तो नहीं हो सकता. इनफैक्ट आप खुद भी नहीं रह पाओगे.
So मैम, कभी ऐसा मोमेंट हो कि you know you have scheduled a session and you're not feeling low, so what do you do in those cases?
I take 5 minutes of break in the beginning and I give time to myself.
You calm
And
yourself down.
yeah, to calm myself down, I talk to myself that you know what I am trying to do is a bigger purpose. So my feelings, my baggage is a very small part in the bigger picture. So I always look at, you know, when I'm going for a session, it's the people, it's for the people, it's the lives of people which I'm going to influence. So I try to calm myself down. Then also I take, you know, help of little things, like I sit in nature. I try to be close to greenery, water, so I sit close to nature. Then I also take aid from spirituality. I go to temples, wherever you feel like. If you don't want to go to temple, don't go, no problem. Sit with yourself, meditate a bit. So that is how I push myself up.
That's lovely. So ma'am, I figured out that you are a spiritual person and you hold a degree in psychology as well. So my next question is, being spiritual and the psychology degree, has it helped you with connecting with people deeper, on a deeper level? If yes, then how?
Okay, yes, it has absolutely helped me. Psychology has really helped me in connecting with people. So, you know, it has made me more empathetic. And
Yeah,
you
we
know,
can see that.
yeah, so you know how you are in a certain way. So what I feel is psychology has given me a deeper view,
Insight of people.
insight to a person. Like I will not just see how you are as a person, but I will try to see what is beneath you.
That's
So,
beautiful.
yeah, thank you. So that is what psychology has helped me, you know, to know people at a deeper level. And since I always loved to, you know, interact with people, talk to people, know different kinds of mindsets. So psychology has really helped me to be empathetic, I would say.
That's lovely. So ma'am, you have successfully worked in multiple fields, and you have not just worked in it, you have mastered it all. Touch wood. So my question is, out of all of these fields, out of all these departments that you worked in, which one do you think has the more growth prospects?
Okay. So I would say that all these three, literature, psychology, business, everything, they have their individual growths, and the outcome depends on how you are going to go about it. Okay. But what I truly feel right now, the need of the hour, which we call, is that personality development, personal development, mental peace, as you said, these are the things, counseling, these are the things I feel that, you know, right now we really need
It's
that,
really
because
necessary.
yeah. And thanks to Instagram, people have really, you know, started these taking help from like taking classes and all online
not
also.
Thanks to
and
Instagram, actually thanks to AI.
AI,
People are
yeah.
usually taking therapies on
ChatGPT.
AI.
Yeah, which I would not recommend.
Of course, no psychologist ever does that.
Yeah, nobody does that, because eventually, you know, a human sitting across you is a
Yeah,
much
it's
better
different.
space as compared
Right.
to you sitting on a laptop
That's
or a
true.
computer. So I would say that that is the need of the hour, because these are quite challenging times, I must say. You know, this generation, the previous one, the coming, are all having
Messed up.
complicated things. Yeah, so I think that I would say that people need to really be self-aware of what they are doing, and this sector has a lot of growth. I see psychology and counseling or mental peace. You can do anything, but I think this has a lot of growth right now.
Okay, that's amazing. Ma'am, but I'm pretty sure as a kid you must be that kind of kid who has a lot of hobbies, a lot of interest. I'm sure amongst our listeners there would be many of that sort too. So ये सवाल उनके लिए है. Ma'am, if I'm sure they must be trying to navigate through their lives, they're trying to build their careers.
Of course.
So my question is, what advice would you like to give them जिससे उनको थोड़ी clarity मिल सके?
Okay. पहली चीज तो it's okay to be confused. Okay. But always
That's
remember,
comforting.
yeah, but always remember कि वो अगर आप confused हो, that shows कि आप curious हो, और अगर आप curious हो तो आप उस direction में definitely काम करोगे. Okay? So आजकल of course I would say that careers right now are not linear. You have a lot of options. मतलब back then when I was studying, social media पे ये जो influencer का concept है, it was not there at all. But now I see a lot of youngsters getting into this zone, and they are earning quite well, probably more than any traditional career. So earlier it was like doctor बन जाओ, engineer बन जाओ, safe career choose कर लो. But आज की डेट में I feel that since I said careers are not linear, आप किसी भी डायरेक्शन में काम कर सकते हो.
They're not confined to these fields.
Exactly, not at all. तो वो ट्रेडिशनल थिंकिंग हमें एज पेरेंट्स भी, टीचर्स भी, एजुकेटर्स भी थोड़ी सी चेंज करनी पड़ेगी. उसका कारण ये है कि टाइम्स आर रिवॉल्विंग, एंड आप किसी भी सेक्टर में आज की डेट में काम कर सकते हो, एंड फॉर एनीथिंग यू कैन बी रिक्वायर्ड. तो इट्स कम्प्लीटली ओके टू बी कन्फ्यूज्ड, बट वन थिंग आई वुड से दैट वट एवर इंटरेस्ट्स you should always work in that direction. It's not necessary कि जिस चीज़ में आप इंटरेस्ट हो उसमें आपको करियर बनाना ही है. It is not important, क्योंकि जिन चीज़ों में आप इंटरेस्टेड हो वो चीज़ आपकी इवेंचुअली आपको इवॉल्व करेगी एज अ पर्सन, आपकी पर्सनैलिटी को ग्रोथ देगी. ओके, सो इट्स नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट कि आप किसी भी चीज़ में जिसमें इंटरेस्टेड हो उसमें आपको करियर ही बनाना है, कि अगर मैंने लिटरेचर पढ़ा है तो मुझे अब टीचिंग में ही जाना है, या मैंने अगर साइकोलॉजी पढ़ी तो मुझे काउंसलिंग में ही जाना है. नहीं, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो आज की डेट में. सो इट्स कम्प्लीटली ओके.
Sky is the limit.
Yeah, sky is the limit, and you should always try to reach as much as higher you can. So it's completely okay. Just be, as I said, keep on doing hard work on your interests, try to navigate a path for you at an early age, I would say, because it is easier that way. And so I think just keep on working hard and work on your interests.
Okay, so even if we have multiple interests, we don't have to drop any. We can just pursue them all together.
Yeah, you can pursue them all together. I have done multiple things by myself, all parallelly I have done. So you just need to figure out a way of making your story.
That's absolutely correct. That was a wonderful answer, ma'am. This almost brings us to the end of the podcast. Lastly, is there a message you'd like to share with our audience?
Definitely. One thing I would say, every person has his or her own journey, and every person has his or her own story.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you just need to be self-aware of what you're doing. Try to just be confident about things. Try to be motivated about things, and just in general, that don't feel confused. Everybody is in the same boat, trust me. And
you gotta keep sailing.
Yes, but you have to keep sailing. That's important. Absolutely. So please keep going on, and this is what I would like to tell everybody. Just feel confident about yourselves and just keep working in the direction you want to. And it's fine to be confused. It's fine. Just be. That's important. So yeah, that's all I would like to say.
That was a lovely message, ma'am. Well, this brings us to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am. I had an incredible time.
Same here.
And of course, thank you so much to our listeners for tuning in with us. With that, I'm going to wrap this podcast up. But don't worry, I'll be back again with another phenomenal personality, another phenomenal podcast real soon. Till then, you know what to do. Stay tuned and keep on watching the BSSS Rhythm podcast.